Hi folks, quick update on natural gas. I'm just going to cover this today, right now. It's a bit late, it's just about midnight, and I didn't do any updates today because I was busy sorting out my office and moving screens around and computers and setting up new Wi-Fi and power sources for our ever-present power problem in South Africa. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is just cover natural gas here today. This is the daily chart on my broker's chart, natural gas at Black Bull. It's the Henry Hub futures price, the March price. So look where we are in the chart. Let me just zoom in. We're right at the bottom of this range, and then I'll zoom out again so you can see. We closed at the bottom today, right on that horizontal line and very close to this channel bottom. If we had touched the channel bottom, we would have been just around about 1.9, slightly below. We didn't quite get there. We might have to get there tomorrow. So I've made a note in this green zone, dollar store, 40% off. You'll have seen this before if you go through some of my old tweets and videos. You'll have noticed I put a sort of a block. Anything below $2 is in the dollar store. Somewhere between $2 and $2.50 is a decent price. $2.50 to $3 is about average. Above $3 starts getting expensive. But when we're at $2 or below, it's pretty cheap. Now let me try and zoom out a little bit further, and you can see where this green zone comes from, and we have to go a long way back. Let's get this dollar store sign out of the way. I'll put it back shortly. So there's the low in 2023. We've been trading it together on YouTube and Twitter and in my private group, actually going back into 2022 when we were selling these highs around $10 and then $7 again. I started to buy it around about $3.50 when we got down there, and you can see why. Not only is it a previous support level, pretty key level, but you can see we also jittered around there for a while. Tried to hold and then eventually fell down into this current range. And actually we've been stuck there most of the time for the best part of a year. So let's look at the overall picture. Please ignore that. It's not there. Just pretend that's not there. This channel coming down, it's a long-term channel. We've talked about it often, so I'm not going to repeat that here. And you can see we're still trading within that channel. If we come into where we are today, we're at the bottom of the channel. We've been at the top twice. And this is the second time we've got to the bottom. Not only is it the bottom of the channel, but it's also the $2 level. And we're now into the bargain basement or dollar store region. I can't remember which one it was now, bargain basement or dollar store. I think we're entering the bargain basement. So my idea on this is that we should hold above 185 or 190, roughly where we are at the moment. If we drop below roughly where we are at the moment, and that's at about 195 or 196, and we break and we close below $1.80, then we should expect perhaps a visit to 150. I still don't think that's the most likely scenario, and I think we're going to try and hold in this green band. It's quite a narrow band between where we are now, which was also the low in April and in February 2023, and you'll remember that very well. Someone recently asked me the reason why I keep on buying natural gas and not selling it. Actually, that's not true. If you've been following me for some time, you'll know that I was selling heavily into the $10 and then the $7 region. I did try buying at $3.50, which failed, but then we started buying at these lows and then occasionally selling at the top of this channel. I think out of the last 14 trades that I've taken over the last 10 or 11 months, 8 of them have been short trades and only 6 of them have been long trades. So actually overall, over the last couple of years, I've been more short than I've been long on natural gas. Now is not the time to go short though. We're right at the bottom of the range. We're into the dollar store region. Let's move this back down again. Magically, it'll appear on the right place on your chart as we do this. So there we are, we're at the bottom of the channel, we're at the top of the dollar store range as a previous support twice in 2023 and multiple times going back before that. We've also got 180 and 150 below us, but we haven't reached those levels in a long time now, and that's more of a distant past. Let's deal with where we are right now. We're at support, we're at the channel bottom, we know there's a chance of reaching 180 or 150. It's late at night and I need some Coke no sugar to lubricate my very weary vocal cords. Right, so I'm already long natural gas. My average price is just above $2. I'm willing to add at 180, not before. And I'll add at 150 and not before. And my stop or my hedge, I haven't decided quite just yet, will be below 150, probably at 1.39. Before I go, let's zoom into the shorter term charts. Let's start with a 4-hour chart. And this looks pretty much the same. There's the support level. There's the bottom of the channel. We haven't quite reached the channel bottom. That's at 190 or just below. But what we do have here on this 4-hour chart is this one up, one down reversal pattern. What I don't like is that after this spike down, we didn't immediately bounce up. We had a sort of a dead cat bounce there, and the price has sort of inched down. Not completely. We haven't broken that low on the 4-hour just yet, but it's not anywhere as firm as I'd like it to be. However, we do have that one up, one down 4-hour reversal candle, and if you've been following me, you'll know that we've traded this pretty often very successfully. Quickly, let's look at the 1-hour chart. And what you're seeing here is that one up, one down spike on the 4-hour chart represented by a single candle here. On this occasion, it looks a bit more ominous. Bit of an attempt to move up, a massive bearish engulfing candle, but then several hours of consolidation above support. So you know my plan, there's no need to panic. Natural gas dropped by 1.47% today, not a big move down, but we are at support and coming down on it rather heavily, so do expect a move down below here to perhaps 1.8 and don't rule out a move down to 1.5. I hope that's given you some hope and some help, and I'll speak to you in the next video. If you have enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up. I'll see you tomorrow.
Natural gas moving, profit grabbing, ain't average. Warning bells chime, I'm in my zone, digits spasming. Bulls and bears clashing, my mind's a math man. The algorithms in my brain, numbers dance, decisions frame. Tickets play a symphony, it's art more than game. Anxious like a soldier, market battleground terrain. Win some, lose some, still grinding, ain't ashamed. Gas king chain, fortunes on a pivot. Hustle in the pits, every day we live it. Riding that pipeline, highs and lows giving. Volatile tango, profits unforgiving. Late night stress bites, dreams big, through the sights.